Ayo, before we get into this vlog, I just want to let you know that I was not the best vlogger. I'm just gonna fully admit, I did not notice that there was a huge smudge on my lens. And while I was editing it, I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, why is this not in focus? What is happening? It was because that there was a smudge on my lens. So, I mean, the content is still good. The visual could have been better. So, I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. I'm terribly sorry, and I swear I'll do better. Good morning, you guys. I've got some exciting news.
Do you want to show them? Huh? Do you want to show them?
If you guys watch my Instagram stories, then you already know there's no big swing set in my backyard anymore. What? Let me just watch my step to make sure I'm not stepping in dog poop. I haven't even been over here yet. It's nothing, just dirt. It's a little windy out there, so I'm gonna come inside to talk to you guys. I asked you guys last weekend what I should do about that swing set. In terms of, I was just thinking about hiring someone to come tear it down, but you guys recommended that I sell it or just offer it up for free on either Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. So I ended up listing it, and someone was supposed to come and get it on Saturday last weekend, and then they ended up falling through. Honestly, it was a little kind of weird, so I'm kind of glad that they fell through. And then I reached out to someone else because I had 20 or 30 people message me about this dang swing set. I could not believe it because it wasn't in great condition, and it also didn't have a slide or swings. For some reason, the previous owners of this house decided to take that with them when they left. I had so many people interested in it, and I ended up just reaching out to a couple of people and said, yes, it's all available, yes, it's all available, and then ended up basically picking one. It's kind of weird. It was my first time ever doing anything like that, so it was just who responded the fastest basically got it. And I'm so glad that I ended up getting hooked up with the person that I got hooked up with. So he was seriously the absolute sweetest soul. Could not believe that I was giving it to him for free. I was like, dude, you're doing me a favor. If I didn't find you, I was gonna pay someone to come and remove this. You're taking it for free? Take it. Don't pay me. And he was so sweet. So him and a buddy came yesterday and they tore it down. It took them a little over an hour to do. I mean, it was 19 feet wide, so it was a big freaking thing. So they had to take some of it apart, and then the big tower part they left together, and then just put it all on a trailer and took it away. So I didn't even get to see my flat backyard until today because they didn't finish until it was dark out yesterday. So what we're gonna do today, I want to measure out and really figure out what I'm going to get in terms of my garden. Because that flat area in my backyard, I now want to turn into my garden. Mainly because that is already level. On the side of my house, it was gonna require a little bit of leveling, which isn't too hard, but at the same time, it's just added work. Plus then I would be putting my garden beds on top of grass, or I would have to get rid of the grass where the garden beds were. And oh my gosh, my last garden that I had, the grass growing into the garden beds was just the worst. It was too much of me picking grass out of the garden beds because it would just go like crazy, So with this area right back there, it's already level, which is phenomenal. It's easy access, it's right there, as well as it's already mud. It's not really mud, it's clay, dirt, and it just doesn't have any grass, so then I wouldn't have grass growing in my garden beds, which is just an extra little added bonus. If you guys have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about in terms of a garden, I'm gonna have a vegetable garden. In my last house, I had 4 raised beds, and I loved it. It was my favorite thing ever, and I missed it so much this summer because I moved. So I want to build a garden for myself, and I really want to do it now because the growing season, from what I looked at, the growing season in Alabama doesn't really start until April. So I want everything to be set up so then I'm ready to go. I still have to do a little bit more research because I really thought that I could grow sooner, but it's usually based off of the last frost, and it is still frosting here in Alabama. So The company that I'm looking at is Earth Easy. My original thought was I could go to Home Depot or Lowe's and just get beds that were easy to build myself, but I would rather support a small business. I've really been trying to do better with supporting small businesses. I actually found them through Desi Perkins. If you guys know Desi Perkins, Stephen Perkins, they now have Ocean Perkins. They had a vlog where they were building out more garden beds for their garden, and I remembered watching that vlog a long time ago, and I went back and I found this company, but they're so easy and just like interlocking, like Lincoln log type of thing, you know, it's easy to do. And since I'm by myself, that's exactly what I want. I have, obviously, you guys know, I've got woods behind me, I've got woods beside me, and it's one of my favorite things about my house, but I do see deer. I would say at least once a month I see deer, whether it's in my front yard, side yard. I obviously don't get them in my backyard anymore because the fence, but if I had a garden, deer would probably jump over the fence or try to jump over the fence. And I have heard horror stories of other people where deer have tried to jump over the fence and then gotten their leg caught and then they're just there. I do not want that problem, but it's like I don't know how intense of a system I want for this garden. So let me show you the two things I'm really thinking about. The very first option is this right here, which is pretty intense. It's got double doors, but it's got netting and fencing the whole way around. Why is this not focusing? So obviously it's protected by deer, it's a U shape, and it's 12 feet by 8 feet. So it's pretty big, but it is expensive. Compared to, I was thinking about doing 2 big U shapes. So my thought, I'll show you guys when I get outside, but my thought was to do 2 big U shapes, and with these you can customize them. So you can select the width, you can select the leg length, the back length, the height, all of it. And it's seriously, let me see if this video shows you how easy it is to build. See how that works? So easy. And then the rods go through the end, which he'll probably show you. My thought, I like keep trying to go over here and then the lighting gets a little bit crazy. No matter where I am, the lighting is crazy. I just want to make sure that this is big enough because I truly love gardening and I want to grow all of the freaking things. And if I do something like this, then I can't add to my garden. You know, it's just kind of the way that it is. Compared to my other thought was if I do the U shapes or even if I do normal, just like rectangular ones, then I could have a different fencing system around it maybe, but I would have to probably create something myself. And I just don't know if, for one, it would look as nice, and 2, if it would be more of a hassle for me to do. So one of the things I want to do today, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to figure out specifically this deer-proof one, if I like the size of that, if I want to go with another option. I'm reading the specifications because I wanted to make sure that I knew the exact measurements to measure it out, and it says, this is perfect for a family of 5 or 6. It's just me. I just really like growing all of the vegetables. Guys, I'm not impressed. I really thought it was going to be bigger. The actual garden beds, do you see the... The actual garden beds are so freaking thin, and I like my garden beds to be wider so then I can have like several rows. I feel like I would be able to grow like not much. How do they say this feeds 5 to 6? Hold up, wait. I realized that I messed up. So it's actually bigger. So let me go out there. The thing is, they don't give you specific, oh wait, no, do they do? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Why did I not look for this? I'm so silly. You know what? Please just disregard everything that I said earlier. The first measurements I got, I'm pretty sure the 20 inches that they were saying is the height of the box, not in terms of the width of the box, which is what I was doing. So let me show you what it would look like now. This, the thick part. It's so much bigger than what I originally thought. My first drawing was just a joke, like not even remotely close to what's going on here. So, I mean, that would be significant. And especially, so this would have double doors, which you can't see because it's dark right here. It would have double doors, but then I could walk in. I've got all this room. I could reach to the back easily. I could reach to like in that corner. Not easily, but I could do it. My thing, though, sorry about this terrible lighting. This is just like absolutely awful. If I do this garden system, then I can't expand. You know, I'm stuck to what I have. So my other option is to do a system that doesn't have a fence and then I can put in a fence myself, or I can figure out, like, here's the thing, okay? Tell me, deer experts or anyone that have deer in their yard, this is a 5-foot fence, I think. It's pretty tall that I still feel like deer could jump over it. Wow, it is so gorgeous out today. Fancy's thriving.
You love it outside, huh? What you doing? You have dirt on your nose. Yes. It's so nice to hang out with you out here.
See, that would be the nice part, is if I didn't have a fence, then we could just like hang out. It's been a little bit. I ended up running to Home Depot, got different color marking paint for my ground, and I've mapped out probably my ideal gardening situation. And you guys are probably gonna think I'm insane, but it's fine. The orange was the original deer-proof one that I could buy. $2,000 some dollars. It's pretty expensive. Or I go my crazy route and build this huge ass freaking garden, which would be a dream. So these are 10 feet this way, 6 feet this way. I totally messed up that whole section. So it's actually this line right here, and then 3 feet wide. But 10 feet by 6 feet, 10 feet or 10 feet by 6 feet, and then this one is 3 feet by 6 feet. And then my thought is what I can do is in the corners, I can have spikes or even other pieces of wood that come up, and I already have, see that chicken wire that I put underneath my deck area there so Fancy couldn't get under there? I've got a ton of that, and it's so much bigger than that, okay? Don't get me wrong, that's like a tiny little area. It's so much bigger than that, and my thought is that I can use that because this is going to be, how tall was I have my computer out here. I know I'm a little crazy. Where is it? Okay, so it's gonna be 16.5 inches tall, which is really only like a foot off the ground. So it's not crazy. But then if I have little things coming out of each of the corners, I can have netting going across, or at least back, boom, 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 and then I would have to figure out the door situation. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. That would be like my one concern, but this would be a freaking dream. And then I'm gonna walk over here, like perfect walking space in between here, minus my shadow. Perfect walking space. I have so much room. I know it seems like a lot, but my last garden was so big, and I feel like the first initial orange that I drew out here, I can't even see what is going on, but hopefully you guys can see something. The original orange just like doesn't seem like it's gonna be big enough for me. I'm gonna grow all the same stuff that I grew before, like tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchinis, peppers, like bell peppers, jalapenos. I grew banana peppers before too, eggplant, and then I had an herb section before. Honestly, I don't really care about the herb section. The only thing I super love and absolutely need is green onion, and I'll do that again, but I also wanna make sure that I have room so that I can grow other stuff too. You know, I just wanna have fun. I love gardening. So I know this seems crazy and a lot. I do wanna tally up exactly how much it would cost, but just based off of running the math in my head, it will be around $1,700 instead of $2,100. So it's like tempting. Little fancy girl has also been hanging out outside with me. This is her outdoor bed. I bring it in and out of the house, like if it's raining or something, but put it in the sunlight and she's totally happy. I've decided I'm going my crazy garden route. I'm freaking doing it. So I put everything in my cart to figure out what it is. Free shipping. I will have to pay taxes, obviously. So with taxes, I'm curious what the heck that will be brought to. But right now it's $1,754.85. And I know that seems like a lot, but honestly, this is something that brings me so much joy. I'm going to use it as long as I live in this house. And it's gonna save me very little on buying vegetables at the grocery store every week. And then I just went to Pinterest and I was looking up deer-proof ideas and solutions, and it seriously looks so easy, like just as easy as I thought it was going to be. And for a door, people are just using like little like fencing doors. I've actually seen other people build their own doors, which wouldn't, like, it does not look like it would actually be hard to do, even for me. Like, I'm not the craziest handy person, I guess you could say, but I could definitely put 4 pieces of wood together and build a door, get hinges at Home Depot, and make it. Like, seriously, looks so easy. And then I actually found another one where someone just used like an old door for a house and put it as their door. And I was like, wow, that's genius too. And it looks super freaking cute. I'm gonna go my crazy route. Done deal. Oh, I'm so freaking excited. I am so excited. The last thing that I'll need to figure out is how I can get water back there and if I want to put in a soaker system. I'm probably going to put in a soaker system. It's just figuring out how I can do that exactly. Like, where do I need to run a hose from? And then how am I going to have it coming out on my garden bed to like get the hose attached? I have to think that through, but here comes my garden, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All of the garden content is coming. I am not an expert by any means, but I will share what I'm doing, the whole entire process, when my garden beds actually get here, building them. The reason that I want to order them now is because there's a notification on their site that says orders placed now may not ship until late January or early February, and I need to make sure with then shipping time and stuff that it's gonna get here in February or March so that I can get started at the beginning of the season. Like, I don't want to miss any opportunities this year with my garden. So holy shoot, can't believe it's happening. I actually marked off this month, like trying not to spend as much because I knew that putting together this garden was gonna be decently expensive. So I've saved for this, I'm ready for it, and I am so freaking excited. That's gonna be it for this vlog. I just wanted to bring you guys behind the scenes on the whole entire process of me creating this garden. So this is step 1, and I will show you all of the other steps as they come. But hope you guys like this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys back here soon. Bye, guys.